Cheers. Round 2 fight. I heard the round start. Okay. Won the die roll again. Yeah, there was some yelling involved. I'm not gonna lie. Reinhardt Logan. Well, it was more I was fighting the interface to not lose while simultaneously making wrong decisions to almost lose. So it was a bold strategy. Is there merit here to going first turn Island Ponder to better set up my future, or do I not know what I want yet with Ponder? And so I just do the boring Island Astrolabe. I'm just thinking that, okay, say if I lead with Ponder, I can be like, okay, there's a land, there's something else coming, but okay, if it shows me removal spell, do I know if I want that or not? Okay, they are mulliganing to 5. Them mulliganing more makes me think the forces potentially have more power. I've talked myself into just playing Astrolabe first. Because if they were, say, Delver or something like that, I would want to have already found my next couple lands. Thoughtseize, huh? I have redundancy. Because, yeah, would I necessarily have kept the same things? No. Took Brainstorm. It's legit. Sylvan. I guess the question is, do I want... I could just take Misty Rainforest, clearing the other stuff away. I mean, I potentially have the chance to play Sylvan and just draw 2 cards off of it. So I'm going to play a land, or draw. If I put that there, but play a land, draw that, draw that. I'll draw all of these by next turn, so... Okay. So then I have Sylvan hiding on top. Depending on what they go for here. I mean, I don't necessarily think Sylvan is great. Well, crap. I don't I don't have a choice there. It's I 2-for-1 myself or let them 3-for-1 me. Right? That was a quick hitter. Arclight Phoenix, Faithless Looting. Cabal Therapy, Land Grant. So they get Arclight Phoenix back from the dead. This is kind of cool. They discarded the Bayou and stuff that we knew. So now we have a Sylvan Library, but who cares? I mean, they kind of cashed everything in to do that, but not necessarily. They have an interesting deck. They can't flash back the Faithless Looting yet. They have a new land grant. What are your two new cards? A Lightning Bolt and a Cabal Therapy. So they play a lot of lands, but land grant is effectively, think of it as like a fetch land. You're putting the card in your hand. Interesting. Lightning Bolt, Cabal Therapy. These Abrupt Decays seem trash. So I can play that guy, and he's just going to get blocked. Or he's just going to get shot down, but maybe that's fine. I could pay 4 life, and then I can block and have it. Dangerous, but I like it. He lassoed. Oh, yeah. Ice Fang will draw me the card, and I'm going to clear off the top card so I don't have to draw the one I don't want. Yeah, I gotcha. I see what you're saying. What I'm going to try to do, because we're on their turn now, and they didn't play out the Taiga, which is interesting, because they could have set up Faithless Looting. They still know about my 1 therapy. So they have those 3 cards plus a mystery card. I would like to block. I mean, if they bolt it, like, they should just save the spell to rebuy their dude for next turn, right? Play the Taiga. They're going to Faithless Looting now. Or do you wait and play your Faithless Looting next turn? I think you get more value waiting for your Faithless Looting. Because we knew about the bolt and the therapy. It can't come back this turn still. But they do have a new Arclight Phoenix. So then, yeah, as long as they have a third spell, that's what's going to stop me. I just realized who is in my deck. Main deck. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Scavenging Ooze. I'll eat that one. Main deck, Scavenging Ooze. Gotcha. That'll do, pig. I forgot about that. We are... Yesterday, Jeremy is so smart. Faithless Looting. I don't want to give them 2 shots at it. I don't want to give them a new Phoenix. I am opening up Scavenging Ooze to getting bolted, but they could have cleared it out if they had therapied first. Anyway, I think I'm overall okay with this. Resolves. Do you remember that I have an Abrupt Decay? Yeah, I was going to say, you saw it turn 1 or whatever. Okay. Can we draw an answer to this one? Not what we were looking for. Getting warmer. Green, blue, white, red. Do. Play this one. This deck is great. I really don't want to draw that frickin' Abrupt Decay again, though. I've got Omnath. Yep, take 3. I was going to go for Uro. But that would give us a blocker. I was thinking if I get Uro, that's 3 life. I can bring it back next turn. That's 3 more life, and I'm racing him. Yeah, I think I want to do that. I want the Uro. Could play Leovold. I want Uro. Because if we draw Karakas here, stack it backwards too, like a dummy. had we hit a land there, the land... No, it was only my first land, wasn't it? Okay, I was thinking I was triggering the mana ability, and then I would grow it back with X, so I should not have cashed it in where I did. But Omnath once again does the job. Okay. Yeah, that's the other thing, is I could have put it one down, because I think there was a live therapy in the graveyard. Okay. So from what we saw, I think we want swords. I think we want surgical. I think we want spellbomb. And Klothys. Those are the ones that jump out to me on top. Probably Assassin's Trophy. Veil of Summer, potentially, to protect from discard. And then what do we not want? The Abrupt Decays looked trash. Not sure Knight of the Reliquary. The fact we don't have Bojuka Bog, I think, makes Knight of the Reliquary less impressive, as well as maybe the Karakas. Field of the Dead is not how we're going to fight the opponent here. I'm just thinking out loud as I'm going through. I agree with Force of Will being sketchy. I like the idea of Force of Negation to hit Faithless Looting and... what do you call it? But I do feel like Forces of Will are going to be the card negative trades I don't want to make. I think we still want Scavenging Ooze. I think we still want... I mean, Leovold stops... Leovold stops the extra draw of Faithless Looting. Every other little trigger would help us. So potentially keep those. Yeah, if we go all 4 forces, is there anything else? Collector, oof, no. Carpet, no. Fluster, Red Blasts. Karakas potentially is worthwhile to rebuy some of our guys, but yeah, I think Abrupt Decay is definitely not what we want. I was just wondering if something like Dead of Winter to sweep, but I don't think that's the way we're gonna fight it. All right, so they are playing first. I have the Scavenging Ooze, which is nice. Potentially could look to set up stuff with Brainstorm hiding, as opposed to Green Sun Zenith putting stuff under. What are they likely to do? They're going to try to like get a quick Buried Alive or something like that potentially off. They're keeping a full 7. I think I keep my 7. I was just kind of more, how do I play my 7 out? Thoughtseize, you got me. Bye, Scavenging Ooze. Oh, really? So now I think I go for the ramp. Because I no longer have Brainstorm type protection. And then potentially, if they don't come back after Scavenging Ooze, which they probably should, Land Grant showing me Therapy, Ritual, Buried Alive, Bedlam Reveler. So they've played Bayou. Could they Land Grant again? Therapy, sure. This is an interesting deck. And then they buried alive for all of their, what do you call it? Hi, bud. Dark Ritual, buried alive. Trip Arclight Phoenix. Land grant again, you might as well. It's free. Team Phoenix coming over. I take 9. You could sack one of them to hit either the sword or the Scavenging Ooze if you think you have more spells to play next turn. What does this do? 1 less for each instant and sorcery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bedlam whatever costs red. This deck is sweet. I mean, they might get wrecked by me, but it's still sweet. Yep. I think that makes sense. Save one of them and hit the swords here. I agree with that. I think that was correct. No, my thought was that it only costs 2 mana, red, as opposed to, say, 3. Okay, so if I play, I think I want Scavenging Ooze out there. We could take a hit to 6, go to 5. Yeah, I think I want to eat that Arclight Phoenix. As opposed to putting a flyer in the air who just sets itself back up. Yeah, I think I can wait for that till next turn. Is it possible for me to eat enough stuff to stop it from costing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? If I ate another one, it would cost 4 less, which he doesn't have enough mana to do. Right? If I eat a spell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that means he only has 4 spells, which means Bedlam Leveler costs 3. They would need to draw. Yeah, I can stop Bedlam Reveler from coming next turn. No, like, if I eat this, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 spells there. It would stop. Basically, the only thing they would have to draw Dark Ritual. I think it makes sense to eat this now, so that they cannot currently cast the Bedlam Reveler, and then I can eat the other one next turn, as well as flashing in Ice Fang for a block. No, it's not, because they can't cast it. That's why I played the way I did. 1, 2, 3, 4. They can't cast it anymore. That's why I ate what I ate. It costs 4 mana. They have 3. They would have to draw a Dark Ritual. Which they did not. Okay. So now, is there a way for me? I've got my first target. What else is in here? We could tutor out an Ice Fang. I think I should just play the Ice Fang I have. Maybe we'll draw a Swords. Wish I had a second green. That could get me, I go down to 4. I think I die if they have Bolt anyway. All right. So the question is, do they have... Oh no, Flooded Strand has to go and get a Snowland. I did not contemplate that. Well, it's a lot better than me playing out the Tundra and being an idiot. So, hey, we played Flooded Strand at least. Yeah, that was the problem is I was thinking Flooded Strand gets me Tropical, but Assassin's Trophy, Resolve, yes. Get Snow-Covered Forest. So I can eat Ice Fang. I can eat Ice Fang and go up to 1. Thoughtseize, you got me. Now they have enough to play Bedroom Reveler. And then the question is, do they pitch enough to get it big? Take it. Those are getting me anywhere. Four, 5, dead. Alright. Could Dead of Winter done anything? I'd say no, because we only had the 2 Snowlands, so Dead of Winter isn't enough. Although giving -X is a way to get them into the graveyard for Surgical to do its job. Still think we want Swords. This time we'll be on the play at least. Yeah, like what would I want Dead of Winter over? I don't think I could have got the 4 mana without cracking the fetch land, because I still had an uncracked fetch land in play, right? So I ponder if I would have taken the Green Sun Zenith, I couldn't have cracked the fetch land to get Uro. Yeah, I think we keep it. I would like to play first. Oh, not with this hand, though. I guess we have Brainstorm to hide away the Dryad Arbor. Okay, maybe this isn't terrible. So they mulligan to 6. I think Underground holding up Brainstorm, mulligan to 5 for them. I think those are always, like, I think that can only help me, right? The lower they mulligan, I guess they get to get the card draw on their side. But I think this sets up Underground. I Brainstorm away, hiding Dryad Arbor. Yeah, I think this is the right way to go about it. I mean, this Ice Fang is a decent amount away from triggering its snowiness. All right, so they capped 5. So I think I put Dryad Arbor 2 down, and I think I want to hide Surgical Extraction. So I think I want to draw Surgical Extraction, but maybe I want Scavenging Ooze more. Maybe I hide Scavenging Ooze and Surgical Extraction down. That's what I'm going to do. Because, yeah, Dryad Arbor is not great in my hand, but it's something they can't take. And that's, I guess, my thought there. I mean, they only have 4 cards left that they're working with. I guess they could have Lotus Petal. Does Arclight Phoenix trigger off what they have to play? So they could Lotus Petal, Dark Ritual, Buried Alive, and then Thoughtseize, Ritual, Buried Alive. That does it. Took Guitar Band. Set up again. Green, blue. So I think I want to hide Ooze down. The question is, do I want all of these? I think I want Swords. So I'm going to put Swords, Ooze, Zenith. Draw the Zenith. Or Ooze, Swords, Zenith. Because Surgical could potentially cover us on the front side. Excuse me. Yep. So they don't know about either of these two. Named Force of Will. I don't have it, but I do have a Surgical Extraction. Hello and good luck. What you got? So drew the Green Sun. We're going to draw a sword. So what I like here is that I can, so I'm going to draw the Sword of Plowshares. I can play Polluted Delta. I can, if I needed to, cast Icefang Coatl, drawing the Ooze, then crack Delta for Tundra to still have swords available to me. Land Grant, showing me a Braid, Faithless Looting, Arclight Phoenix. You got it. Taiga. Taiga activate. Cast Faithless Looting. Put Arclight in my graveyard. Get wrecked. No? No? They elected to not do that thing. Okay. So I am going to go with the play that I mentioned. I'm going to start like this, because I want the ability to draw into that Scavenging Ooze if needed. But I can always just play Coatl. Druid-Wooded Foothills. A Braid. My Dryad Arbor. You got him. If I do... Then I'm only one land away from Leovold. Still have Surgical available to me. A new land. Now, this would be tech if their Wooded Foothills could go get a Dryad Arbor for their flashback therapy. That'd be really good. Bravo. You got me. Hard cast Phoenix. Black, blue, green. I do not have Death Touch, so I'm not going to pretend I can get it. Faithless Looting. You don't get to draw any more cards, so you're just going to discard a card that you drew for the turn. Potentially not what you were looking for. Yeah. Oops. Throw away my Rite of Flame. You can flash it back. My opponent just said that was a real heads-up play in game 2 when you scoozed a spell instead of my Phoenix. It stopped me. Yeah, I know. I still died, but it's why I did it. Mm, if I can hit a land here. Yeah, it's like one of those things like, hey, nice job thinking of that. You still died, but take the Cabal therapy just to take it. All right. 2-0.